Hey everybody, welcome to Mid-Rock Crisis. East Coast Pete here, and you there. Steve Summers, borrow. Hey, we're going to talk about Lowell George and Little Feat. Another rock casualty, Lowell George. In 1945, he was born in California, but he died in 1979. He's a singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and a record producer, and he was the primary tunesmith of the rock band Little Feat. Little Feat, called Southern rock, but also country rock, blues rock, jazz rock, funk, swamp rock, and roots rock. What aren't they? Little George was born in Hollywood. He was the son of a furrier who raised chinchillas and supplied furs to movie studios. Lowell's first instrument was harmonica, but at age 6 he appeared on Ted Mack's Amateur Hour with his brother Hampton. Blowing that harp, little kid. He met Paul Barrere at Hollywood High School, took up the flute and played in the marching band and the orchestra. Stayed on guitar. At age 11, he went on to play electric guitar. In high school, he also learned saxophone and sitar. Little George did not like the whole teen idol thing, the rock and roll iconography back then. He preferred the West Coast jazz of Les McCann and Mose Allison. In '63, George studied art and art history at Valley College. His first band, The Factory, was formed in '65 with Richie Hayward, the future Little Feat drummer. The Factory appeared on sitcoms like F Troop and Gomer Pyle. In '68, Lowell George joined the Mothers, also known as the Mothers of Invention, with Frank Zappa. Lowell was the rhythm guitarist and vocalist. He appeared on the Weasels' Ripped My Flesh album, as well as Burnt Weenie's Sandwich and You Can't Do That on Stage Anymore. George also wrote lyrics. His song Willin' was rejected by Zappa, reportedly because it referred to marijuana, and Zappa was an anti-drug adherent. Lowell George got fired, or he quit the Mothers to form his own band. He invited Roy Estrada, Bill Payne, and Richie Hayward to form Little Feat. George began playing slide guitar after jamming with Ry Cooder. He used a Sears 11/16 spark plug socket rather than a glass bottleneck. Rocket in his pocket. Little Feat signed with Warner. The first eponymous album sold only 11,000 units, but the second album, Sailing Shoe, had sleeve art by Neon Hark, and the critics really liked this one. But the sales did not improve. Estrada left to join Captain Beefheart's Magic Band and was replaced by Kenny Grady on bass and Sam Clayton on congas, and Paul Barrere made the band a sextet. Sextant? Band with 7 people. Next album, Dixie Chicken, was self-produced. Lowell George had learned leadership skills while being with Frank Zappa, a notoriously severe taskmaster. Little Feat toured in America with The Who, and sales picked up. '73, the album Dixie Chicken. Dixie became Feat's signature song. Roll 'Em Easy was slow and heartfelt, an example of Lowell's singing timbre. Fat Man in the Bathtub, and a cover of Alan Toussaint's On Your Way Down became concert favorites. In '74, the album Feats Don't Fail Me Now Rock and Roll Doctor, Skin It Back, Feet Don't Fail Me Now, and Cold, Cold, Cold / Tripe Face Boogie were the standouts. And this, people, was my first Little Feat experience. I ran out and bought that album as soon as I had seen them at a show in Providence, Rhode Island. I was particularly impressed with Little George's slide guitar playing. The drum set plus congas gave the sound a certain Latin feel, I thought, and the Cajun lyrics completed the Southern fried finesse, just like CCR Californians were playing convincing Southern rock. And in '75, the last record album, this was ominous, title, we hoped it wasn't going to be the last, and it wasn't. All That You Dream and Long Distance Love and Mercenary Territory were the standouts. Is that a jackalope on the sleeve? Why, yes, I believe it is. 77, Time Loves a Hero. Rocket in My Pocket refers to spark plug socket in Lowell George's white overalls top pocket or side. Or it was about something else, I don't know. 78, Waiting for Columbus, called one of the best live albums of all time. Mick Taylor plays on Apolitical Blues. There were tensions in the band at this time regarding musical direction. Barrere and keyboardist Payne wanted to continue the band's exploration into jazz fusion. Lowell George didn't think so. The band needed hits. Payne and Barrere left. Lowell George produced the Grateful Dead's Shakedown Street. He also put out a solo album, Thanks, I'll Eat It Here. It became obvious that all was not well with Lowell George. He refused to fly and traveled to show sites in his own chauffeur-driven coach. His weight increased, his anxiety surfaced as an eating disorder. He also abused drugs, particularly coke, and he died at age 34 of a heart attack. He was brought on by cocaine, an overdose, and perhaps by his unhealthy lifestyle. In his day, Lowell George played slide for Bonnie Raitt, Harry Nilsson, James Taylor, John Sebastian, Jackson Browne, and Robert Palmer. His contributions to music were characterized as genius. Little Feat performed, released Down on the Farm LP and Hoi Hoi, a record of outtakes. The band toured with new vocalists but never achieved any of the popularity they enjoyed during the Lowell George as frontman. Yeah, they filled up arenas. The music just wasn't the same without Lowell George. You can imagine how that might be. The slide guitarist for a rock band didn't play slide guitar the way Johnny Winter played the blues. Didn't play Delta style slide guitar. He played a lot of really high notes that went right through you. Loved it. So anyway, it's my show for today. Listen to Little Feat albums. You'll hear Lowell George at his best on the second, third, and fourth albums. Thanks for being with me. Hit like if you liked it. I'll be back.